The sound of gunfire echoed through the desert wasteland as the Swedish combat unit advanced deeper into enemy territory on a perilous reconnaissance mission. But in the middle of the night, just as the infantrymen took a respite, they were startled by the sound of explosions. The enemy had found them. The Swedish soldiers were outnumbered and outgunned, and they quickly found themselves surrounded by Afghani fighters. The commander desperately radioed for backup, but he knew it would take some time before help arrived. They had to hold out until then. He then ordered his men to take cover behind the dilapidated buildings of an abandoned village and return fire. The enemy unleashed RPGs and heavy machine gun fire, which soon enveloped the soldiers from every direction. To make matters worse, they couldn't determine where the enemy was positioned. Then, in their darkest hour, a friendly CV-90 fighting vehicle arrived. The sound of its engine thundered over the gunfire, and the soldiers felt a sense of relief wash over them. With its groundbreaking array of environmental sensors, the fighting vehicle's operators immediately pinpointed the enemy's location and targeted them with their 30mm cannon. The Swedish soldiers could hear the whistling sound of the rounds as they flew past them and shredded enemy positions, and the distraction allowed them to launch a decisive counterattack. The formidable CV-90 had averted a possibly lethal ambush, one of many deeds that have earned it the reputation of being the best infantry fighting vehicle in the world. A unique focus. The CV-90 family of vehicles has become one of the most trusted infantry allies for Swedish and NATO fighters across the world. Its achievements and remarkable performance can be traced back to its unique design and the fascinating Swedish outlook regarding weapon and vehicle design. Since the end of World War II, Sweden's weapon manufacturing industry has wholly embraced a unique design philosophy based on defensive features like survivability, adaptability, and modularity, even at the cost of raw firepower or affordability. In the 1950s, such philosophy became evident when Swedish engineers realized that most hits occurred when enemy fire struck the tank's turret. Thus, they designed the Stridsvagn 103, the only modern battle tank in the world with no turret and a fixed main gun configuration. The idea appeared ridiculous at first glance, especially when other nations were building larger, more prominent turrets capable of carrying immense firepower. But testing showed the peculiar Swedish tank could outperform many conventional armored vehicles while having the massive benefit of an extremely low profile that kept the crew safe from prying eyes. Although considerably more conventional in design, the CV-90 was designed with the same approach in mind, with their creators focusing on protecting the crew by building a vehicle with a low profile, high mobility, and maximum crew safety. BAE Systems Hägglunds, the manufacturer of the CV-90 family of vehicles, has noted repeatedly that under their philosophy, protection is not the same as survivability. While their infantry fighting vehicles, or IFVs, are equipped with a wide array of protection assets such as thick armor plates and radiation and biological toxicity filters, they designed the CV-90 to have superb survivability as the first priority. According to their unique perspective, heavy protection is of little use if you can't see the enemy or respond swiftly to what it does, which translated into the tank's high mobility, responsiveness, and speed while wielding maximum environmental awareness. Inception. During the Cold War in the 1980s, the Swedish Army faced a critical need for highly mobile vehicles that could provide air defense and anti-tank capabilities while ensuring high survivability and protection for the infantry. The stakes were incredibly high, as any delay or misstep in developing these vehicles could leave the Swedish military vulnerable to potential threats from the ever-expanding Soviet Union. To address the menace, in 1985, a project group made up of representatives from the Swedish Armed Forces, the FMV, and the Swedish arms industry stepped up to the challenge and submitted the design for the Stridsvagn 90. The combat vehicle was based on a previously scrapped Air Force concept, and it aimed to meet all the Army's needs. However, the project faced numerous obstacles, including technological limitations and budget constraints. Even so, the project group managed to surpass the numerous technical and logistical obstacles, and in 1986, they began constructing the STRF-9040 and STRF-9025 prototypes. However, the financial pressures forced the team to abandon the 9025 prototypes shortly before delivery in 1988. The 5 STRF-9040 prototypes were tested extensively between 1988 and 1991, and the project group ordered prototypes for specialized variants, including forward observation, command and control, and armored recovery vehicles. Finally, in 1994, the first deliveries of the Stridsvagn 90 began, marking a significant milestone in the history of the Swedish Army. Since then, the CV-90 has undergone 4 comprehensive mark shifts that have taken the vehicle from the CV-90 Mark 0 to the CV-90 Mark 4. The significant updates have been possible thanks to the vehicle's formidable performance, which has led its developers to continue to invest in the project. Moreover, the CV-90 Mark 0 won a competition against contemporaries, such as the American M2 Bradley, British F5 V10 Warrior, and Austro-Spanish Ascod, immediately earning international attention. The subsequent overhauls have made the vehicle faster, more maneuverable, and more lethal, thanks to a new Scania 1000 horsepower engine, an upgraded X300 heavy-duty transmission, a 35 50mm Bushmaster 3 cannon, and a wholly modernized weapon control system. Battlefield performance. The CV-90 fighting vehicle has a rich combat history, having served in numerous conflicts around the world, and one of its most notable deployments was during the Balkan Wars in the 1990s. The Swedish Army deployed their CV-90s to Bosnia in 1996 as part of the United Nations peacekeeping mission. The vehicles proved highly effective in the challenging terrain, earning praise from their operators and other military officials. In 2006, the Norwegian Army deployed its CV-90s to Afghanistan as part of the International Security Assistance Force. The vehicles performed exceptionally well in the harsh environment, providing troops with essential fire support and mobility. Brigadier General Robert Mood, former Norwegian Army chief, described the vehicle's performance as, quote, "The CV-90 has been the backbone of our armored units in Afghanistan, and it has performed well." The CV-90 has also been involved in various training exercises worldwide. In 2015, the Finnish Army participated in a multinational exercise in Norway, during which they deployed their CV-90s. The vehicle's incredible set of features heavily impressed the international military community. As Finnish Army officer Captain Tommy Lindholm put it, quote, "The vehicle's capabilities have been put to the test in demanding terrain and extreme weather conditions, and it has passed with flying colors." The CV-90's advanced technology and versatility have made it highly sought after by military forces worldwide, which has led BAE Systems Hägglunds to significantly expand their production program for the IFV. With such high demand, the Swedish manufacturer has committed to continuing the evolution of the combat platform, as the potential it showcases is almost unparalleled. Even when compared to other top-of-the-line IFVs, such as the American Bradley, Russian BMP-3, German Puma, and Israeli Nemer, the CV-90's remarkable situational awareness and survivability have earned the preference of many military factions and strategists, who often rate the vehicle as the best IFV on the planet. Ultimately, the CV-90 has proven itself as a formidable fighting vehicle, earning high praise from military officials and operators alike. Its advanced technology, exceptional mobility, and firepower have made it a crucial asset in several conflicts worldwide. Thank you for watching Dark Tech. Don't hesitate to click on your screen to discover more impressive combat technology and how it was used to shape the battlefield of modern warfare. Also, check out the rest of our Dark Documentaries channels, where we publish new content regularly. Stay tuned.